Good afternoon, Cashbox. Please allow me for use your platform for deliver me message because the last time I remember Ibrahim say, well, the silent majority got to stop being silent and get for join the narrative. So it actually don't bother me because then this Iremi small brother they come up hard, angle where they come from, so much explain things, say, look, you don't feel by now like say elect people then they see the truth for let them water and down. They would rather come up with a deflective statement, say, oh, you know SLPP, oh, you know APC, just so that they don't listen the message. Because there is nothing more than a simple, straightforward message where the whole world watch how people then just decide for deal with an election where rather defeating him becomes no election, but then for the electoral commissioner just make a decision and point the one way he wants. To me, this is not the dead end of Sierra Leone because I'm not able to see, I'm not go ever able to see how anything will make any difference ever in that country if the Sierra Leoneans they actually believe say it is all right. This include even the SLPP wey feel say na dem dey na power. If you feel say wetin Mohamed Kone do e all right, then definitely you na one of wey I go say an enemy to a country's constitution wey don give definition on how for do things, but rather una decide for let one green person decide for do things the way dem do am, no matter wetin happen at parliament, which we all know. Say them people there been on begin sell long time ago, and which are the people that we been come and stand. Na una way to an extent una go beyond politics and even go on to within otherwise maybe in the looks of course na civil rights education where Ibrahim be so much to emphasize to the point I look on and say una na Sierra Leone Victims Advocacy Network. I see this name go fit una the most because why? Una no dey talk for just SLPP APC. Things then they happen na SLPP grounds una dey cover them with sincerity. Still, you dey get people where they come against una, and most of the time, me argument that they say, now tell me one thing within Cashbox then stand for where they against the Sierra Leone good. Definitely, most times they don't get there anything for tell you person say, but they're fasting this fasting waiting. They're fasting parliamentarians. They're waiting make parliamentarians than they there for. So most times the people they can get such a defeative argument against themselves, but the Sierra Leoneans don't become a pathetic souls then because why? Then the support who side supports not necessary. Because anybody we see that election day, we my sister can say, hey boy, then guy yourself. Even for kill they not sabi. Meaning everything we then they do them so awkward. People they mean non they say then they rig election. But this time, this is not what is called rigging. This is una go vote, then me can appoint to that one for appoint. Even in sterling terms, this is not the way. This rigging is too outrightly blatant, and for let the Sierra Leonean let it support and agree. And even the West African ECOWAS country, they say, yes, this is okay. Come on. I know say Nigerians, they rig election. But at least you go get for Gona courts for let you find out how the rigging did take place. But here is a case wherein they not even count. This me no go tell and say they make any counting because there is every evidence for sure say they not count. Somebody just decides say, okay, when I don't vote, you say yes. You say, okay, me and they can't call me your result. So I not go see any difference if it happen now 2023. Waiting go make any difference in 2028, and waiting go make any difference in 2033, and so on. If we accept and so today, then the next thing now precedent we will just engrave on our constitution. Say owner go vote, electoral commissioner would I elect, let appoint him as president. So if Sierra Leoneans they actually they grapple for understand the gravity of this situation where they find themselves in today and begin to take sides for let if you like say then they have the grievances them. This it will be very, very sad because at the end of the day, now look at what's in the happen. Okay, where them picking them can come or them bloggers they are sorry for say picking them. Where bloggers they can come online for say this na authentic source, this na real source. You know, most of the time, no sooner the person says so, I go say, yeah, give it a pinch of salt. But at the end of the day, just like the adage, we also say to every rumor there is an element of truth. So now rumors then they go around for say all which it takes right now with them APC parliamentarians them now something like $12,800 where the clerk of parliament be not put aside through Madabio say any APC parliamentarians we decide for go na the well of parliament, not necessarily if na the APC party send them, because at the end of the day, this has got nothing to do with whether APC party they send. It just keep a lekuda waka go na parliament say in one of the people away being there na the election list where APC get, then they give them $12,800. Then they give you force. The way you enter now, then go begin tell you benefits them like where the clerk been they try for explain to them waiting and stand for lose if then don't go. So like where you the now see parliamentarians and they can say, hey, me, I don't trust money for go do this, now I need for payback. Yes, this now in a debate. So then they pandangle that bit then and in front say, where you come $12,800 up front, the way you enter, then there you go. A very sad for a nation. Now we don't see parliamentarians them all the while like what you want to talk about them, they don't ever get the interest of the nation. Now they your interest first. And now they come for demonstrate them much clearly because then dangle $12,800 on your face, you catch them, you go pay, you smell that, then you go inside parliament, now you go they pay you that in a small, where you be invest pa. Because this time don't become now waiting the parliamentarians and the APC members of parliament and don't decide for go one by one. Meaning now you go find out say Mohamed Bangura, according to a narrative, he say Komoto and Eskoroma, na they call Madabio, the next day we see in the parliament. So now we have another person we na this Thompson guy, Alfred Thompson, we insert na Cherry Coco being make sure say then giam the symbol. So now it's another person deflected from the APC party. So we don't know who that is and then a young person we get for go next. But you can name them because I don't know how the team A function or the team A in party day. But I know say by Mahmoud self getting your way anytime soon, it deflects. And that's so no more than they go until Madabio gets the number where you want. But then self, let them they go no more because at the end of the day, from this time on, we don't see who say cash box them they come from. Say, look, them parliamentarians say, I watch them. When I watch them people there, they are not there for your interest. Any bill will come in the pass. So it don't clearly show say the one that we been did now God make will not be see them. But then why now today we see them, no see them they go parliament, we don't know who get any effect because at the end of the day, there is not a voting we get for pass, we no go pass through the 2/3 majority, we SLPP already don't craft at the parliament. So wait till then they go do the way they encompass the people and the electorate they don't tell they say una no go. But yes, they are going to go because why? Then they pandangle $12,800. Would I get we see Ketcham? As you don't sign, then give them money the first. Then we go to parliament now, then count you say we don't get 3, now so no more. Then go they count them before the member just know they don't get the 54. So would I go become the hero? It will become Mr. Mohamed Bangura because I first show the pace. But it will be unfortunate for that country because now we don't know say election don't matter. And me, if I get me way, although me not a political animal as I would want to call myself, but if I get me way, the next time we then say election, me go be at the party where they campaign for non-participation, non-voting participation, because I no go want me young people and let them waste time. So anybody who get influence over, go tell and say, no waste your time for register, no waste your time for vote, because your registration of voting not mean anything. Probably if you want an ID card for the other businesses, then they can tell you, say, oh, you need this ID card for banking activities or for other reason of saying you have an identity. Maybe for that reason you catch the ID card. But for votes, don't waste your time. If na farm, you the farm, go now you farm. It not make any sense for let you go to up na sand and say you they go show your voice for let you affect any change, because on a change no longer matter. But this na in the Sierra Leonean they don't understand and no waiting they happen. For example, like the people that we come up on, then maybe they get a reason why they feel say, even though then they see say the election is rigged, but they don't care. Why? Because they want let the country or the APC see the relevance. So now to them, you go feel like say APC will not take we like say we matter. They make this election don't turn pound like I turn pound. So they know the facts, but rather they will take comfort and solace from that perspective. Say APC not treat them right, where we all agree. But at the end of the day, this time round, I not be one let any Sierra Leonean look like this, say, okay, now this party don't treat me right. This is sometimes now we have to look at, say, how can we get institutions them we know they function right? Like Cashbox, this your last presentation. You eat one part we be say you keep ringing at me. It's now make us say I'm not go able to don't pass me. Say join one on this narrative where you talk about the parliament and the judiciary. Come to look at these two institutions. Powerful institution than at the land. Parliament knows say proportional representation means the party na in they select or na in they choose the policy where they send to the clerk of parliament saying na this policy we don't choose. This time round, then they see say that rule they exist now the rule book, but now it is good for them because to them it not mean anything. All we it take now for let that person take into left foot from the APC, go na parliament to them now tick, then they tick the box, say yes, that is done. They no care waiting na been your rule say proportional representation na the party na in they do in selection. This time round, anybody can select himself as long as you belong to the APC's party. I only just not see anything where some prominent members there of the APC will be say elect self una been give una name. It's just enough for let una been give una name say una want the symbol. Then give they not give right now. If you just go to parliament, you tell them say you deflect from the APC, you can't for represent APC in a parliament. I not see any reason why parliament not will take you. Because at the end of the day, there are no rules. So the country will they reduce some little by little, like like is a little piece. Now in the smell trusses, now in the happen so na Sierra Leone. Little by little, manner build and don't take the stance, small, and then they mess up with the constitution. Today they don't reach at this stage in a way. Be say an electoral commissioner just by himself, he decides say now this they do and he do and nothing not come out of it. This is very, very sad for our country, and this definitely now the beginning of the demise of Sierra Leone, because now we can't get a country where it be say election no matter, and also election no matter, na chaotic institutions then get for exist, and also chaos day. Well, we know what will be the end consequence of chaos. But now everybody just feels say it's okay. Anyway, APC, let them wait and let them talk and no more now, love make and peace. We they go, we want some money. And Mother Biode Pandangu, the 12,800 for any parliamentarian we go, it just take them. This is very sad, my friend. Look, the last time we had a look at na two, because if you like say na two camps that exist before this election, you get the camp, the Sierra Leone Advocacy Network, where na Ibrahim, Quetta, and Cashbox, to some extent, People's Power. Then you get the Love Sierra Leone, where na the Adebayo chairman and Loud Voice. This time, Adebayo, they say, tell me something we go make her feel good. And the Sierra Leonean, they suck up to them because as far as they're concerned, they don't want to hear anything we real. They just want to hear something where they make them feel good. So they suck up to Adebayo so much so that like we Adebayo 10 years for voting, then or rather for registration, he called say law do a demonstration, law go demonstrate. He make them play now the hands of the SLPP, then now go to the extent use that demonstration, say this is the reason why we get for do proportional representation, because this time the demonstration disrupt the country, we're not able to complete what we start with census and all the excuses them. So it play clearly nicely in their own hands. The people they still not able to see the difference. Mother be you go na campaign, you know get activity campaign, now they buy go campaign with. This still the people they feel say, oh well now the tenders are the cash box you particular where you they come and say, hey, no about pandimansus. Dimansus, you know waiting get for happen at the end. Una don't about pan this international community. The parliament now then get all the power for the waiting they need for do for let the country not go to like who side don't go so today. Una keep warning people. Ibrahims and they come and try for educate peoples. But these people then they take solace, say, okay, we want to read the feel good factor. So Adebayo they give them the feel good. They will not come for getting the real factor, like Ibrahim they come in to say, look, within the Sierra Leonean need now for educating self for know in basic rights. The Sierra Leonean need for know in basic rights, because by only knowing your basic rights, you will be able to move forward. This is something these guys have been advocating. Say, look, una listen. Then the parliamentarians, then they give them now na them plate. The Africanist press, they come and present matters the way BC, you don't even need for crack you aid, all waiting you need for say, let's take a track of this audit trail with the see who side things then go wrong. Look at this check, look at the check number, go find it out, waiting this investment, this withdrawal, therefore. Then come money, who side then come out, who side then they go. Una check them here, una educate the people, them una inform the people, them the guy they not even budge, even during the election or during the campaign, for even let them say, okay, let we address the campaign of the Africanist press, because to me, Africanist press in one don't win election for Sierra Leone, don't win the hearts and minds of Sierra Leoneans, and because elect you say elect me na SLPP, you know go they thief me money, then still I continue for like you. And you know to likeness, because at the end of the day, you did ruin me, then I still like you. But yet, then people let them fail for educate them people them. And that's what I've been stand for. Say, just educate the Sierra Leonean. Me don't see them, or we did in England or in the West, we don't see them today. Them picking in Sierra Leone because they don't know their rights. Now, so teacher, they beat them. They no say, yes, this is something that you cannot do. It's an abuse or insulting a young person, than an abuse of power from teacher to Pikino. I'm not talking again like we now England, then Pikino, you they go school and begin educate you about your rights. Then they tell you if your mama touch you, call the police. Then here in England now the Pikino, then our parents, because then they tell you then your right. No, the reason why they bring this parallel, for normally say, way but Almano in right, it gets by any way, the least way for at least stand for in right. All this una platform mean they do now for educate people and let them know their right. Now failure to know their rights, now ain't gonna make them take the simple pill where they just make them feel good. So the feel good factor, who say end them, not to a no solution, not to a ruin, because this country they can ruin. If APC, this position where they take so, if they fail for pursue this position for the next 5 years, not to only 6 months, for the next 5 years, then let them just know say that country they is doomed. For let them begin go back in a parliament for $12,800 with them dangle at their face. Say sign for this, take the money where you go inside with the give other thing. Then them begin to deflect one after the other. This not the end of a country, because I'm not going ever able imagine waiting election go ever mean na Sierra Leone, and why people go waste their time for go even vote. Where it be say it only enough for let you say, okay, the next president na cash box, and that's it. Whether cash box being vote or whether he even campaign or not, what's not the electoral commissioner then puts gun like ace, they give what I want. You see, this is the end of the game. Then they try for blame the people away they do military coup. But how can you make any difference between waiting the electoral commissioner Sierra Leone do to any other coup of a military nature? This one, I don't even call them a constitutional coup, because not to the constitution it violates. This na outright, something blatant thievery of some sort that doesn't have a definition or any rule book. Because this, in other words, we've been think say sometimes na rigging, but this is not even called rigging. If let us advise if rigging the other name for an thief, outright thief, daylight robbery, na so misia. Where somebody they just because they jam, they say, okay, now you get a mandate for announce. It's not even to say choose, they say announce. Now you they announce who that win based on after following all the constitutional traits. This now APC, no, I don't know what happened, but at the end of the day, SLPP, when it comes to other matters, they say, well, will they follow constitution? But when it comes to, when they say, so you follow the constitution till you call this result, then the constitution not did it. But when you don't call the result now, you tell APC, say, go to court. This is by virtue of the constitution. Why would you prompt me to go to court in the first place where you not follow the constitution till you go get this result? Then now when you don't get the results, you say follow constitution. So side constitution, this is not about a choice now. So he left to the APC. If they feel say yes, well, so far them position me feel say na the right position. But if they fail, like I don't begin to see them, so then they go 1-1. 1-1. The team man they say kontosom kamai. 1-1. Kontosom kamai. This is a statement where the Tibiniman they mean say, when they go one after the other, and before you know it, all of you are gone. But look, these are 54 parliamentarians. You only take 54 weeks before almost don't see them all. So before the year they round, Madam, you will be patient. You say, I'll be patient with you. I'm sure all of you will come. 1 year later, after that, we'll begin make the rules then on a parliament. And then they on a clear voting. Now win the voting. Now the thing that then they see when Madam, they first change from 5 years to 7 years, and then it becomes as long as the people then vote you in. This time, not to the people then get for vote you in, as long as, and I'm sure Madam no go afraid for say, as long as the electoral commissioner call your name, say now you win. It no matter if they vote you or not. The electoral commissioner now he only need for say you don't win back another term and you are ready to rule. Now so that country they get for reduce itself, because I no go see any different for 2028 not become the same, or if not to 2028 call ourselves 2030, because this time 1 year later me no say the 7-year rule get for come into effect. And once the 7-year rule come into effect, that is the demise of a nation. And that's what I'm seeing Sierra Leone. It's very unfortunate, Cashbox, but I say na so no more. Then country people they take position just because out of hatred. They say them vex, therefore then they take say SLPP no win. But this not to win, but we all know. We conscience they tell we say this is not right. Why make we know they worked? No, it's not even our conscience, because if my conscience na something we imagine. This is not something you all see. This is not about conscience even. This is about what you visually see, yeri, everything, all your faculties then tell you say waiting happen all right. But then una dey now find way for let waiting all right, una dey find a way for let become right. How that could be possible? It's so unfortunate. Now I make I say, well, myself at least lab blow me mind do. Let not feel like say we own generation now we all ruin them together. At least I know say I agree. Now we all don't ruin this generation of ours for generation yet unborn. But at the end of the day, because today we get this opportunity for left record, me record this for say, look, APC stand on a position, save this nation. It's not about even your party. Now God make SLPP get themselves in that kind of situation here. Otherwise, constituency election for be easy for them by now. Then they can run them parliament, but now they narrow and down for say yeah for be proportional representation. And now they don't reach a stage wherein elect the whole world even acknowledge SLPP. Now Lord talk for just for the sake of it, yeah. Lord say the whole world, America, the Western Europe, and everybody, Africa Union, everyone accepts say Mada be your right. He can be the president because the electoral commissioner don't call him president, therefore he is the president. APC understand on a ground. Now on a country, let it be say the whole world dey against una, but una stand una position, say una dey protect the last drop of that constitution. If una do so, not to today, maybe 100 years later, then come back and judge una say, na una been stand at the right track of history. And probably una dey get that honor day, and honor not dey fail. Elect now una great can pikin and get that honor day. Then go find people, them serve una day, then go pray for una. Sometimes God go give una heaven. At least for that sacrifice una make for una nation, una don't become martyrs. So please, to me, now this I get for say, because I still get for advice una, even though I don't believe say una all the wait for una 12,800, I still they plead with una say, do ya, una not take them. If una take them, una don't mortgage that country day forever. And if una mortgage that country day, we go sorry for them. Like who they abroad, we know they ever tire for what you they eat. Before you remember just now, they say you dey pan pension. The worst way they get, and they send me na children somewhere I don't old. And the worst there sometimes they go they pinch me waist the and they will not like me. But still then they give me it they eat, they die. So that is not got to do with anybody way in life don't deflect from Sierra Leone. You always call we save the limited or whatever, the chosen few. We got pull in that country, then another calamity of that country. There is the pussy mosquito no they bet me. But hey, we feel because we people and they under. So do ya una wait till they get the fight now on a hand and una get the winning battle. Now make us say like na the whole world there against una. If una hold this position, somebody, somewhere, some history, they come back and hail una, say una been there at the right track of history. So Cashbox, do ya me at the beg you, let Ibrahim, let not give up. Let older people liberation movement. Anytime we register them, maybe APC dey pan demise. Think of we here, una call we. We probably will they come and see how we will emerge a new political party in that country, the way the people then go trust. Because you know say over these years, una don't develop people the way trust una say yes, this country una get what it takes for bring them out of the gutters. Maybe if they not register whip and this this election or the Mother Bio regime, somebody will come in time where go say we will register the People Liberation Movement as a political party, and we will see who will take that country day to the next level. Again, I dey ask me brother na America, Jagaban, wetin he be wan do, he get the power and he able do am. But he decides, say, you know wetin, let's just cool down. We all are with and born as Sierra Leone. We all get responsibility for our country. I know we can't take faith, na me and say I dey pay parliamentarians them or woman parliamentarians them for letting them go to parliament. That is not my domain. I agree with Jagaban in that respect because they self need for make their own sacrifices them. But me believe say it's another person where the Sierra Leone world don't believe. Say he gets a genuine mind for pull Sierra Leone from that situation within day. So me once let Jagaban set him bars clearly. Say he is there in the pipeline or in the church line waiting and watching. And then will come where he come and he emerge and say, yes, I am here. The Sierra Leoneans then will think, then they get alternative. For now, them parliamentarians and this until then feel saying that then we get us the only people and we will represent we, but we'll get for telling and say there will come a time where they get alternative to choose from. And sometimes they get a genuine fight, people that will come for fight for the country and pull them from the gutter suicide and this so. Me audio don't too long, but again, like I say, myself they make me own contribution for last satisfy me mind say I don't give me own contribution to the Sierra Leone cause. So now that's no more. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening and feel free to share. Bye-bye.